Hi, today is November 17th, 2025, and here are my poems for the day. The first one is poem number 1785 for the year, We Noodle. The sign on the noodle shop on East 27th Street said, We Noodle, so when I passed by, I asked, Who noodle? And the noodle shop replied, We noodle. I was going to ask how you noodle, but it sounded racist, and if my friend Dave, see poem 2025, poem number 1770, who had that idea for that band Hunan League, had been with me, he might have called me a hypocrite and a racist. So instead I asked, how do you noodle? And the noodle shop answered very well, and thank you for asking, how do you noodle? I had a feeling the conversation wasn't going to get very far, and I was standing in the street and the light was about to change, so I moved on. Poem number 1786, Additional Noodlers. I stood in the middle of the street and took a picture of the We Noodle shop. When I got home, I noticed that in front of the shop there was a garbage can that also said We Noodle. So I suppose that there were additional noodlers inside the garbage can. The can could have said We Also Noodle, which would have been delightful, but you can't have everything. Poem number 1787, New Noodles. I threw away the old noodles and made some new noodles because the noodles in the fridge were 6 days old. I put some vegan oyster sauce on the new noodles. Then I ate some of them and put the rest in the fridge where the old noodles were. This happened yesterday, so the new noodles are still new, but if I don't eat them soon, they will be old, and I will have to again make new noodles. Poem number 1788, John Sununu. I have long thought that of all the horrendous and reprehensible motherfuckers in the George W. Bush administration, the reason I have found John Sununu among the least offensive is that his name reminds me of noodles. And the last poem of the day, poem number 1789, Checkers with Noodles. I've never played checkers with noodles. With noodles, I've never played chess. Checkers would probably be easier, and chess would be harder, I guess. I've never played checkers with noodles, and I doubt that I ever will. Instead, I would probably eat the noodles until I have had my fill. I've never played checkers with noodles. It seems like a stupid idea. The noodles would probably not stay on their squares unless they were uncooked macaroni noodles, and that was not what I had in mind at all, because it probably isn't impossible to play checkers with uncooked macaroni as long as they were two different colors or two different shapes. So if you happen to have a checkers set and two types of macaroni, we could play checkers with noodles if you bring your set over here. All right, that's it. Thank you. I appreciate you.